Welcome to today's deep dive. I actually have a question for you, the listener, right up front.
Oh, started with a question. I like it.
Yeah. So, have you ever, tried to sing or play a game with your friends, but instead of actually playing, everyone was just yelling as loudly as they could?
Oh my goodness, yes. That happens all the time.
Right. You want it to be fun, but it just turns into a giant noisy mess where you can't even hear yourself think.
It is so frustrating because, everyone wants to play,
Exactly.
but nobody is actually listening to anyone else.
Which is exactly why we're doing this deep dive today. We are going to explore a story about some sea creatures who had that exact same problem.
It's a really great story.
It totally is. So I need you to grab your imaginary scuba gear.
Got mine right here.
Make sure your goggles are on nice and tight, and take a really big, deep breath, because we are traveling deep down beneath the sparkling blue ocean.
Down to a very colorful place called Melody Reef.
Melody Reef. I love that name.
Yeah.
So what exactly is Melody Reef?
Well, our sources describe it as this giant, bright underwater playground. It's filled with pink corals and green sea anemones, and all the animals love hanging out there.
It sounds beautiful.
It is. And the most important thing about Melody Reef is that every single year they put on a massive concert.
Right, the big show.
Yeah, they have this famous singing group called the Choral Choir.
But this year, there was a tiny problem with the choir, right?
Well, I don't know if I'd call it tiny. The problem was that this year, absolutely everyone wanted to join.
Literally everyone.
Every single animal in the reef, which is, great enthusiasm.
Sure.
But it led to a very, very noisy situation.
Oh, a super noisy situation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the characters for a second, because the story introduces us to a few really funny ones.
Yeah.
First, there's Bubbles.
Oh, Bubbles the pufferfish.
Yeah. And Bubbles, when he gets excited, he just sucks in a bunch of water and blows up like a round, spiky balloon.
As pufferfish do.
Yeah, and his idea of singing was just going "Bup, bup, bup."
Over and over again.
Very loudly, I imagine. Oh, incredibly loud. And then right next to him is Shelly.
Shelly the sea turtle.
Yep. And she has this long green neck, and she stretches it out to sing this really drawn-out la la la.
So we have puffing and we have la-la-ing.
And we can't forget Wiggles.
Ah, Wiggles the octopus.
Yes, Wiggles is trying to join in too, but he's got, 8 arms. So he's just waving all 8 of his squiggly arms and splashing the water as hard as he can.
So they're all just going for it.
Totally going for it.
Yeah.
But here's the big problem. They were all so excited that they just kept trying to be the loudest.
Right. They weren't listening.
Not at all. So Bubbles is puffy, Shelly is yelling, la, Wiggles is splashing. It just sounded like squawk, puff, blub, splash.
It was just a wall of noise.
It is so loud. The story actually says they startled a sleeping dolphin.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And this grumpy little crab got so annoyed by the racket that he just covered his ears and scurried away sideways.
I mean, I would probably cover my ears, too.
Right. And poor Shelly, the turtle, she gets really sad and she says, "We'll never sound good like this."
She was feeling pretty defeated.
She really was. But I actually have a question about this part.
Sure. What's your question?
Well, if everyone is trying their absolute best, right? Like Bubbles is giving 100% effort.
Right.
Shouldn't that be enough to make a good choir? Like, why does it sound so bad if they're all trying so hard?
That is a really great question. It comes down to the difference between just making noise and making actual music.
Okay, break that down for me.
Well, enthusiasm is awesome. It's great that they want to participate. But when everyone just shouts over each other, you can't hear the beauty of your friends' voices.
Oh, because they're just competing.
Exactly. Think about it like a big puddle of water. If you
Yeah.
drop one little pebble in, it makes these beautiful, perfect ripples, right?
Yeah, those little circles that spread out.
Right. Now imagine a bunch of kids all grab huge handfuls of rocks and throw them into the puddle at the exact same time.
Oh, it would just splash everywhere.
Exactly. The water gets choppy and messy. There's no pretty pattern at all. And that's what the animals were doing with their voices. They were just throwing rocks.
Wow, so the sound was just crashing together.
Yes. They couldn't hear each other at all.
No wonder the crab ran away. So they are right on the verge of just giving up. But then, right when things look terrible, a new character swims over.
Maestro Marina.
Maestro Marina.
Mm.
And she is a very wise seahorse.
She is. And a maestro, by the way, is just a fancy word for a teacher or a leader of a musical group.
Right. And I love how she comes in. Because she doesn't yell. She doesn't blow a whistle to be louder than them.
No, she just glides in smoothly and waits.
It's like when a really good teacher or a coach just stands at the front of the room, with their arms crossed, completely quiet. until everyone realizes they should stop talking.
It's a very smart way to get their attention.
It worked perfectly. And once they stop splashing and puffing, Marina says something so important. She
Hmm.
tells them, a choir is not about being the loudest. It's about working together.
Such a powerful lesson.
It really is.
Because she's telling them that to make something truly special, you have to have patience, you have to respect what everyone else brings to the group.
Right. Teamwork.
Exactly. Teamwork and cooperation.
But okay, I still don't totally get how she actually fixes it.
Mm.
Like, how do you organize a bunch of loud, hyper-sea creatures?
Well, she doesn't ask them to change who they are.
What do you...
She looks at their unique talents, the things they already do naturally, and she gives them specific jobs.
Oh, like assigning positions on a sports team.
Yes, exactly like that.
Okay, so the story outlines this. She starts with the clownfish. They're these tiny, bright orange and white fish.
Right, and because they're small, they naturally have higher voices.
So she tells them, you are in charge of singing the really high notes, like tee-hee, up at the top.
And then she turns to the sea turtles, who are much bigger and slower.
Right, Jelly and her friends.
Yes, and she gives them the job of singing the low, deep notes, a nice warm hum at the bottom.
Then she brings in the dolphins to add these fun, happy whistles.
But singing is only part of a choir. You also need a beat and a rhythm.
Ah, right. And this is where my favorite part happens. Because what about Wiggles the octopus and all his crazy splashing?
Marina actually gives Wiggles one of the most important jobs.
And the tiny little shrimp, too.
Yes. She puts the shrimp and the octopus in charge of keeping everything together. She asks the shrimp to tap their tails to make a fast rhythm.
Because shrimp can flick their tails super fast.
Exactly.
Oh, let's actually try this. If you are listening right now, try this with us. Take your hands and tap them on your legs really quickly.
Like a fast little shrimp. Tap, 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 tap.
Yeah, keep doing that. So that quick bouncy sound is the rhythm. But then, while the shrimp are tapping, Marina asks Wiggles the octopus to use his big arms to keep the beat.
Right, by waving them side to side in a slow, steady swoop.
Swoosh, swoosh. But wait, why do they need both? Like, are rhythm and beat the same thing?
People think they are, but they're actually different.
Okay, how so?
Well, the beat, which Wiggles is doing, is like the heartbeat of the song. It stays exactly the same speed the whole time. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, so it's like the glue holding it all together.
Yes, the invisible glue. But the rhythm, the shrimp tapping, that can be fast or slow or bouncy, it dances on top of the heartbeat.
Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay, listener, let's try to do both.
This is tricky.
It is. Okay, keep tapping your legs really fast. Like the shrimp. Tap, 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 tap. And now, while you're tapping, try to slowly wave your arms side to side like Wiggles.
Oh, wow, that takes a lot of focus.
It is so hard. My brain is like short-circuiting. I keep wanting to wave my arms fast or tap my legs slow.
And that right there is exactly why Marina gave them different jobs.
Oh, because no one person can do it all at once.
Right. They had to rely on each other. The shrimp had to listen to the octopus to make sure their fast taps matched up with his slow waves.
They had to actually listen instead of just shouting.
Exactly. They started practicing listening as much as they practiced singing.
So cool. Okay, so we have the beat, we have the rhythm, then Marina brings the singers back. And the story says she has the clownfish sing high and the turtle sing low at the exact same time.
Which creates harmony.
Harmony. Now, wait a minute. Earlier, when they were all making noise at the same time, you said they were throwing rocks and making choppy water.
I did, yes.
So why doesn't a high squeak and a low hum at the exact same time just sound like choppy noise again?
Because of harmony. Harmony is when different sounds fit together perfectly, like puzzle pieces.
Oh, I read a really cool way to think about this once. It's like mixing paint colors.
Oh, I like that analogy.
Yeah, so like if you take red paint, it's pretty all by itself, right?
Right.
And yellow paint is pretty all by itself. But if you mix them together very carefully, you get a brand new color. You get bright orange.
That is exactly what harmony is. The turtle's low note is the red paint, and the clownfish's high note is the yellow paint. When they sing them perfectly together, they make a musical orange.
A musical orange. But to mix those colors right, they had to listen.
They had to pay close attention. If the clownfish sang too loud, they would cover up the turtles.
Like using too much yellow paint.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
they had to soften their voices. They had to cooperate.
Which brings us to the biggest night of the year. Concert night.
The grand finale.
And the story describes it so beautifully. It's nighttime, the moon is shining down, the coral is glowing, and all the animals in the ocean are gathered to watch.
And the best part is what the author notes right before they start.
The silence.
Yes, total quiet.
Which is such a huge change from the loud squawking mess at the beginning.
It shows how much they've learned.
So Maestro Marina floats to the front. She gives a little nod, and Wiggles starts the slow beat. Swoosh, swoosh.
Then the shrimp add the rhythm, tap, tap, tap.
The turtles hum low. The clownfish sing high. The dolphins whistle. And the sound. It wasn't choppy water anymore.
No, it was perfect, beautiful ripples.
It sounded incredible. And oh, my favorite detail. Remember that grumpy crab?
The one who ran away with his ears covered?
Yes. He actually crawls out from behind a rock, listens to the harmony, and this giant smile spreads across his little crab face.
You know you've done a good job when even the grumpiest crab is smiling.
Seriously. And when the song ends, the whole crowd just goes wild, cheering, clapping, and Bubbles and Pufferfish is so excited, he puffs up into a giant ball and shouts, "We did it!"
But then Marina says something really important to him.
She does. She smiles and gently corrects him. She says, "No, we did it together."
Together, that's the whole point. Bubbles was still thinking about himself, but Marina reminds him that he couldn't have made that beautiful music all alone.
Without the beat and the rhythm and the low notes, his puffing would just be noise again.
Exactly. It was the cooperation that made the magic.
And they celebrate with a giant underwater dance party. Which sounds amazing, by the way.
I would love to go to an underwater dance party.
Same. So from that day on, the choral choir was the most famous choir in the ocean. But, looking back at all the sources, it makes me wonder, was the real magic the music they made? Or was it the fact that they finally became a team?
Honestly, I think the music was just the proof that they became a team. The real magic was learning to stop shouting and start listening.
By working together, they made something way bigger and better than any of them could do alone.
Absolutely.
Which is such a good reminder for all of us. So if you are listening right now, whether you're sitting in your room or riding in the car, the next time you are playing with your friends or your family, remember Melody Reef.
Don't just be a loud pufferfish.
Right. Don't just throw rocks and make the water choppy.
Yeah.
Be like Maestro Marina. Take a breath, listen to your friends, and figure out how to make harmony together.
Because everyone brings something different to the group. The shrimp tapped, the dolphins whistled. None of those were better than the others. They were just different.
Which leaves us with a really fun question for you to think about today.
Ooh, what's the question?
Well, since all the animals had their own special ability to help the choir, what kind of unique special talent do you have?
Oh, that's a great question.
Right. What is your special talent that can help your own team or family do something amazing?
Figuring that out is the first step to making your own kind of music.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for putting on your scuba gear and exploring Melody Reef with us today. Keep opening your ears, keep practicing that teamwork, and we will catch you on the next deep dive.